Mark Dwayne here from markdwayne.com, and welcome to my Lead Valet review. Hey there, how's it going today? Mark Dwayne here from markdwayne.com. Hope you're all staying safe. And today we're going to be taking an in-depth look into a new program that just launched called Lead Valet. And we're here on the sales page, and what the sales page says is, reveal done-for-you web app provides instant access to millions of targeted buyers in any niche that are ready to pay $500 to $1,000 or more for your services. Well, we're going to take a better look at Lead Valet, but before we do, we're going to take a look at some hand-picked bonuses I got if you're interested in Lead Valet. And the only way you can get these bonuses is if you click the link down below this video, go to my bonus page, push the button on my bonus page, purchase a program, then you'll get access to all my hand-picked bonuses. Well, anyway, here are my hand-picked bonuses. Okay, here are my special hand-picked Lead Valet bonuses. And I specifically chose these first 8 to help you be successful with Lead Valet. And you get those, plus you get all these. Feel free to pause the video anytime if you want to take a better look. And you get all those plus my Mega Hidden Bonus Package. So with my Mega Hidden Bonus Package and the other bonuses, it's worth well more than that $5,731.97. And there again, how do you get your bonuses? You just click the link down below this video. You go to my bonus page, you push the button on my bonus page, you purchase the program, then you'll get access to all my hand-picked bonuses. Well, anyway, those are my hand-picked bonuses. So now we're going to move on into the upsells. Okay, here are the Lead Valet prices and the Lead Valet upsells, and the front end version is $34.95. Then OTO1, Lead Valet Agency is a $1 trial, then it's $47 a month. And OTO2, Lead Valet Expansion Pack is $197. And OTO3, Lead Valet Instant Outreach System is $47. Then OTO4, Lead Valet and Studio Agency 50 is $67. Well, anyway, those are the Lead Valet prices and the Lead Valet upsells. So now we're going to move on into the members area. Mark Dwayne here from markdwayne.com. This is my Lead Valet review. So what is Lead Valet? Lead Valet is a new cloud-based lead generation tool for local businesses that allows you to find targeted buyers in any niche that are ready to pay you $500 to $1,000 or more for your services. And we're in the members area, and we're on the dashboard, and I'm going to give you an overview demo of Lead Valet. And the first place that I recommend that you start is you go over here to the sidebar, and you scroll down to where it says Training. So I'm going to go to the Training section. And there's 3 training videos on here, and I highly recommend that you watch these, even though Lead Valet is a very simple program to use. And I'm going to play the second video here, because it explains the program really well, and I think if you watch that, then you'll have the best understanding of how this program works. Then you can decide whether it's something that you're interested in. So I'm going to play this video now, and then I'll be back.
All right, welcome back everybody. In this video, we're going to actually go into the web app and explain how to use all the different features. So, real quick, the first thing you're going to do to log in is find your Lead Valet welcome email. So, here you can see the login URL here. You're going to have your email and your password. So, what you're going to want to do is, let me exit out of here and go into, click that login URL link right there, and then type in your email and password. So I enter that, and I can click Stay Logged In and click Login Now. So once you're logged in here, depending on if you purchase the Lead Valet expansion, you're going to see the Lead Valet expansion first, and if you don't have it, you're going to see this. So the way that Lead Valet works is you can see you have the navigation bar right up here. You can go home by clicking the logo at any time. you've got the support link right here where you can click to email the support or copy and paste this email right here. You can go to my account details. This doesn't do anything, but it just shows your name, email, and so forth. Then you can go to, you can actually log out from right here. And so I can go back at any time by clicking that. I see Lead Valet expansion. So basically, the way that this works is to access a data set, you click the data set. So if I want to access Lead Valet expansion, which includes all of the 35 million expanded version with international and other job roles besides business owners, I click here. And so what that'll do is that'll bring you to the search criteria page. This is where you can search through all the different contacts. So let me go back real quick and let me show you this right here as well. So you can also go to the Lead Valet agency data set by clicking right there. And that'll give you the 7 million data set. And again, it'll show the search criteria. It doesn't have country in here because it only has the United States. So we left that out. Same thing for the job level. So if you go to, I think it's level, or yeah, here we go. So there's all these different levels in here that is not in the agency data set. So here, let me go into a little bit of how this search criteria works. So what you're going to do is basically multiple values in the same filter act as an OR search. So for example, if I'm choosing the industries, there's all these different industries here, tons and tons of different industries. If I go through and I click these, right, what this is doing is it's going to grab any contacts that have any of these in here. So it's going to grab all the textiles, all the computer and network security, and all the aviation leads at this time. However, if I go to city and I type in, let's say, Atlanta, right? Well, it's going to find any of these that also live in Atlanta. So it's going to have any aviation leads that live in Atlanta, any textile businesses in Atlanta, business owners in Atlanta, any computer and network security businesses in Atlanta. So that's how this works. Different, basically different search filters act as and searches, whereas adding multiple acts as an or search in one filter. So hopefully that makes sense there. So for example, then I could have, so Atlanta, and let's say I want that are in, let's say, level who are owners, right? So I would click that, and then I would get these filters essentially. And I can also choose salary. So let me go through all the filters too as well. So email status basically checks if they have an email on their contact. If you want only emails, if you only want contacts that don't have emails on them, you click empty. If you only want contacts that do have emails, you click exist. If you don't care, you just leave nothing in there. Now, same goes for phone, address. Basically, address is the business address. Keep that in mind. It's not the business owner's personal address. It's the business's address. Twitter, whether they have a Twitter account, whether they have a Facebook account linked to it, a LinkedIn account, their gender, male, female, age group. We've got these different age groups here. Industry, again, we have all of these. City, you can enter any city that you want. So you just type in the name of the city. So Atlanta or Chicago, New York City, and you press an enter after you fill it out. So for example, if I'm typing in San Francisco, enter, New York City, enter, and so forth. So that, make sure to press that enter. And again, you can remove these filters at any time by pressing the X's right there. It doesn't actually allow you to search, so keep that in mind. If it's not showing anything, it's not showing anything for me either. If I was typing in, Los Angeles, it's not going to show that. It's just you type in the name of the city and press enter. And it doesn't matter the case or anything like that. You could have uppercase or lowercase. State, same thing here. You type in the actual state, province that you're working in that country or whatnot. So let's say, I was going to do like Quebec or something like that. It would be like that, right? Or California. So city, Los Angeles, state, California, and country, United States. So basically that's how it works. And these drop downs don't show anything. So country, you would enter like Canada or something like that if you wanted only people from Canada and so forth. Postal code, you just enter the postal code, the normal 5-digit postal code. So for example, New York City is like 10001 and press enter. And that's how those are formatted. There's not the dash in them, so keep that in mind. Roles, we have these different roles here. Think about a business. They have all these different roles that they have inside different teams inside their business. So they got a health, operations, marketing, design. So if you're looking for a specific, like the leader of that specific role, then you could, for example, if I want the lead of the sales department, I would do that. So I would do level manager, VP, or whatever it is, right? Director. Inferred salary, as you can imagine, this is exactly what you'd expect. We got all these different salaries here, and you could search by what, if you only want people like high net worth or high salary people, then you could do that and get only those people making over $250,000 a year. Org size, you can see all the different organization sizes here. 1 through 10, 11 through 50. So depending on if you want to, for example, some offers that you might be selling, you don't want to have above 500 people who work there or something like that. So you might select, 1 through 10, then 11 through 50, then 50 through 200, and so forth. And that might be your filter there. So pretty much that's all I do for that. And you can see all the information about all the different fields that will be returned here in the export. So keep that in mind. So when I click preview my results, you'll actually be able to see a preview. So it looks like this didn't actually return anything, which is not that surprising because I have a postal code of New York City with the city of Los Angeles. And because that's an AND filter, I would get nothing. So let me get rid of that. So let's try this now. And let's keep that org size in there. And let's click preview my results. Okay, so in this case, this would return 9,376 rows. So the way that this export works is it will show the export summary of the amount of rows and credits. Now, every row is 1 credit. So for example, if I have 2,000 credits available, that means I can get 2,000 rows of an export. Now, because this number of export is bigger than the number of credits I have, I can't make this export. So what I recommend is the best approach, and this is how we kind of design the software, is essentially you want to make your exports as specific as possible. Use everything you can in here. Like if you're definitely using their email, always choose email exists. If you definitely want them to be male or female, then always do that. Never be very broad, because you always want to get the most specific, the best leads that you can in that specific, for your specific business. Because if you export another export, it's going to return the same leads as it did before. So you always want each export to be different and cover a different city or cover a different industry or something like that. They've got to cover something, right? So make them different is my best recommendation, so that you never pay for duplicate leads. So you want to click preview my results, and then it says, you'll return this row. So this is too much. So I got to go back and I got to press cancel and then choose something more specific. So let's say I want email exists, phone exists, phone exists, because I want to use their email or phone to contact them. And I want them to only be male, and I want them to be 55 to 64. Now you can see I have a much smaller data set here where I'm only using 116 credits, right? And I can see a preview here. Of course, the information here is removed, the email and phones and stuff. You can see a little bit about what this looks like here. So, so once you're ready to make your export, you found the leads that you want, and I actually use my touchpad to go all the way back. So let me try this again. So let me do something different here. Atlanta, deferred salary, owner. Okay. So here we go, 21 rows. So you can see this here. Make sure you don't use your touchpad to press the back button, because that kind of sucks. So you can name this export whatever you want. Name it something that will help you remember what it was that you were exporting, what you're looking for. And then when you're ready to create the export, click Create My Export. And what that'll do is that will actually create the export. And now we are in My Exports. So you can see here, we've got the download button. You can see all the previous exports you already had on specific dates and stuff. And you click download. You can download to a CSV, JSON, or Excel files. I recommend that you download to Excel or CSV. If you're trying to import into Google Sheets, definitely use CSV. And if you're trying to use Microsoft Excel, use Excel. So what you want to do is you want to download to Excel or download to CSV by clicking those buttons there. And that will open the file and you'll see all the different columns and so forth. So that's how that works. And you can see the history of how your credits have been spent, or whether credits have been added and so forth, by going to account history. And that'll show me the running balance of my account. I can see all the different transactions that I use, all the different exports I created and so forth. So that's really how the software works. It's very, very simple. You can see how simple that was. You could train anybody to do this. You could train, your staff members to do this. You could do this really quickly yourself. If you've got VAs who are exporting specific things, it's very, very, very intuitive, very simple, and anybody can use this very easily. And it comes with a lot of information that is extremely helpful. And some of the ones I recommend you use are email, phone, Facebook URL. Those are all ways, LinkedIn URL. Those are all ways you can get in touch with the prospects. You could add them on Facebook. You could call them. You could send them an email. You could find their LinkedIn profile and add them. And every export you create gives you all of these fields every time. So you're always going to have these fields ready to be used and ready to use input into your lead prospecting tool that you use to manage stuff, or whatever it is that you might use this for. So that's my best recommendation. And there's a lot of, there's so much data here. A lot of people say, do other people also get access to the same leads as me? The answer is yes. However, if you're so specific and you have a unique offer and you're doing you're doing a business that and you're reaching out to them in a certain way that's different than from everybody else, it doesn't matter that you're getting the same leads as everybody else or whatnot, because they're so targeted. Most of the time, nobody has ever even touched those leads. So it's really unsaturated, really, really convenient to use, really, really high quality leads. You can use it yourself. You'll try it out and see what results you get. You'll be pretty surprised at how effective these leads are in getting in response rate and getting in touch with them. They're very, very high quality. So guys, that's the basics of the software. In the next video, I'm going to talk more about how you can use the software and so forth, and what you can use it for and so forth. So I'll end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay, that was training video 2 that's in the training section of Lead Valet. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Okay, now we're back onto the dashboard, and there's 2 different sections on the dashboard, and it's My Data Sets, and then you got Lead Valet Expansion Data Sets, which includes the entire world, and then down below that, you got Lead Valet Agency Data Set, and this is just the United States. And I'll show you the difference here. So if I push the picture right here, for the expansion, it includes the country. Okay? And if I go back, it doesn't have the country section on there. So this is just for the United States. So I want you to be aware of that. And the expansion is an upgrade. So you have to pay for the upgrade. And this program does use the credit system. So when you run out of credits, you're going to have to buy more credits. I want you to be aware of that, because I don't want you to be surprised when you run out of credits and you can't do any more searches. So anyway, that was My Data Sets. And then you got Access Exports. And this is where your exports will be. And if you want to download those, you just push this button here. And there again, if you're going to use Google Sheets, you want to use a CSV. If you want to use Excel, you should use the Excel. So anyway, these are different searches. I have review access and other people have been in here, so I want you to be aware of that. And then view history. This is the history of your searches, in case you want to go back. And then the training, which we were on, and I do highly recommend that you watch these training videos, even though this is a fairly simple program to use. And then here's your account. And that is the basics behind Lead Valet. So if it looks like something that you might be interested in, or you're interested in my handpicked bonuses, all you got to do is click the link down below this video, go to my bonus page, push the button on my bonus page, purchase the program, then you'll get access to Lead Valet and my handpicked bonuses. And if you like my videos, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, push that notification bell, make a comment. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Mark Dwayne here again. Thank you for taking the time to watch my Lead Valet review. And if you're interested in Lead Valet or you're interested in my hand-picked bonuses, all you got to do is click the link down below this video, go to my bonus page, push the button on my bonus page, purchase the program, then you'll get access to Lead Valet and my hand-picked bonuses. But I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.